Sri Gurubhyo Nama children, welcome to online training initiative Ekalaiva. Already we are discussing about the topic alcohols, phenols and ethers. In the last class, I told about the classification of alcohols. We have started to write the common name and IUPAC names of alcohols, phenols and ethers. All these things I have discussed in the last video. Today we are going to discuss about the preparation of alcohols as well as the properties. Let us see the preparation of alcohols, and from the preparation let us find out, let us assign the properties of alcohols. Are you ready children? Be ready with your notebook. The first method of preparation is acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. Acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. What is that? What is hydration? Hydration is removal of water. So what is hydration actually? What is that? We are adding water, addition of water in the presence of a catalyst. Addition of water in the presence of acid catalyst. In the presence of acid as catalyst. So what is the first method we are going to see? We are going to talk about hydration of alkenes. We are going to add water to alkenes in the presence of a catalyst. What is the catalyst we are using here? We are using acid as a catalyst. What is a catalyst? Already you know. Certain reactions are taking place at a slow rate. So in order to increase the speed of the reaction, we are adding certain substances in order to increase the speed of the reaction. So we can call such substances as catalyst. So here we are going to add acid as a catalyst by, in the presence of water. So we are going to prepare alcohol. So this is the first method. So what is the procedure here? What rule we are going to follow here? Markovnikov rule. Already I told about Markovnikov rule in the last class. What is Markovnikov rule? Whenever hydrogen halides or water, when it is added to unsymmetrical alkene, already I told about unsymmetrical. What is unsymmetrical alkene? When carbon double bond carbon as dissimilar alkyl groups. When dissimilar alkyl groups are attached to the carbon double bond carbon. So when a doubly bonded carbon has dissimilar alkyl groups, we can call it as unsymmetrical alkenes. So when you talk about both the sides of carbon, they will have different groups. So we can call such alkene as unsymmetrical alkene. So according to Markovnikov's rule, here what we are going to do? We are going to add water. Because this is hydration, so I am adding water in the presence of a acid catalyst to alkene. So what is the product we are going to get? Whenever water is added to the unsymmetrical alkene, negative part is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen, positive part is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogen. Let me see the reaction, then only you will understand. So I will write the reaction now. What is the name of this compound? CH3, CH double bond CH2. What is the name of this compound? Propene. What is the name of this compound? Propene. So it undergoes Markovnikov's rule. We are adding water. I am adding water in the presence of a catalyst. In the presence of acid catalyst, I am adding water. So what is the negative part of water? OH minus. What is the positive part of water? H plus. So according to Markovnikov's rule, negative part is attached to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. This carbon is having less number of hydrogen. So negative part of water is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. Positive part is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogen. Here what is the positive part of water? H plus. So negative part of water is OH minus. Positive part of water is H plus. So according to Markovnikov's rule, negative part of water is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. Positive part is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogen. Let me see the reaction now. After adding the negative and positive part of water to unsymmetrical alkene, what is the product we are going to get here? CH3 single bond CH, okay. This OH is attached to the carbon which is having less number of hydrogen. So CHOH. What will happen to the double bond? After adding hydrogen, so I am adding hydrogen here, carbon, carbon, double bond, I am adding hydrogen. What will happen to the double bond? Double bond will be cleaved, double bond will be broken. So it becomes a single bond after adding hydrogen. So already there are two hydrogen. If you add one more hydrogen, the bond between carbon, carbon, that is carbon, carbon double bond is cleaved. It is broken and we are getting a saturated compound. Unsaturated compound is converted into saturated compound. What is the name of this compound? Here actually the position of OH is 2. So the product is 2-propanol. So the hydration reaction is carried out in the presence of acid catalyst. What is hydration? Adding water. So in the presence of acid, I am adding water. What is the rule we are following here? Markovnikov rule. What is Markovnikov rule? According to Markovnikov rule, whenever hydrogen halides or water, when it is added to unsymmetrical alkene, negative part of the reagent is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. Positive part of water is added to carbon having more number of hydrogen. So here in water, hydrogen is positive, OH is negative. So OH is added to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. Hydrogen is added to the carbon having more number of hydrogen. So here what is the product I am getting here? Substitution is taking place at the second carbon. What is the compound I am getting here? 2-propanol. So propene is converted into 2-propanol. So this is one method of preparation. Here based on this reaction we are having mechanism of acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. Mechanism of acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes. So here this is water actually. This is water. So oxygen is having 2 lone pairs of electron. I am adding 1 proton. So H plus is added to water. What is that you will be getting? So what is that you are getting here? You will be getting hydronium ion, H3O plus. What is the name of this compound? Hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. Okay. What is step 1? Let me see the various steps of the mechanism. Step 1. What is step 1? Protonation of alkene. What is step 1? Protonation of alkene. Protonation of alkene. So this is the first step, protonation of alkene. What is protonation? We are going to add proton to alkene. So what is the species I got here? I am going to take this for, what is that? Adding, what is that? Hydronium ion. It is a proton, is it not? Positive. So I am going to protonate alkene. So we are going to add proton to alkene. So here what is that we are going to say? Write the alkene now. C double bond C. So this is an alkene. So alkene has to be protonated. Write the hydronium ion. How I am going to write the hydronium ion? Hydrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, again hydrogen. This oxygen will have only 1 lone pair of electron. It will have a positive charge. So this is hydronium ion. This is hydronium ion. Okay, what I am going to do? This carbon. So this hydrogen is added to the carbon. Hydrogen from hydronium ion is added to the carbon. And this bond is shifted towards oxygen. What is the first shift? What is the first step? Protonation of alkene. Alkenes are protonated. We are adding proton to alkene. H plus or H3O plus. So here I am adding H3O plus hydronium ion to alkene. So alkene is protonated. Listen here. So this hydrogen is added towards carbon. This bond is shifted towards oxygen. So it is a reversible reaction. So use the reversible reaction. So it is a reversible reaction. So what is that we are getting here? It is a fast reaction. So rate of the reaction will be fast. So reversible reaction. What is the product we are going to get here? Carbon. Okay. When hydrogen is added to the carbon, double bond becomes single bond. Okay. This hydrogen is added here. What is happening to this carbon? This carbon will have, what is that? Will be having, what is that? Positive charge. This carbon will have positive charge. What is that? Why it is called as carbocation? What is this actually? Carbocation. So this carbon is having a positive charge. So we can call it as carbocation. So the carbon being positive, carbon having positive charge, carbon having positive charge. So we can call it as carbocation. So this is the first step. So what I have done? Protonation of alkene. Alkenes are protonated. What is the product I am getting here? I am getting carbocation. So my product has carbon which is positively charged. So formation of carbocation. This is the first step. Second step, step 2. Nucleophilic attack of water. Nucleophilic attack of water. Nucleophilic attack of water on carbocation. Nucleophilic attack of water on carbocation. What is nucleophile? Nucleophile, what is that? Electron donor. What is a nucleophile? Electron donor. Okay. Who is the electron donor in water? In water, oxygen of water is electron donor. Let me see the step 2. So step 2 is nothing but nucleophilic attack of water on carbocation. Write the carbocation. So this is carbocation. This is carbocation. So to this carbocation, I am adding water. I am adding water. Already you know that oxygen in water has 2 lone pairs of electron. Oxygen in water has 2 lone pairs of electron. So what is that? It is going to donate electron pair to carbon. Carbon is electron deficient, is it not? Carbon is lacking in electrons. Carbon doesn't have electron. It is electron deficient. On the other hand, water, oxygen in water has 2 lone pairs of electron. So it is going to donate 1 electron pair to the electron deficient carbon. Okay. So what we are going to do? This, what is that? Oxygen is added. This oxygen is added to positively charged carbon. Once again, it is a reversible reaction. It is a slow, the rate of the reaction is slow and it is rate determining step. Rate determining step. Rate determining step. Okay. What is that we are going to do? One of the electron pair from oxygen is shifted towards carbon. Let me see the product now. Carbon hydrogen will be there as it is. Again carbon, again bonds will be as it is. When oxygen, that is water, I am bringing it inside. So oxygen is donating the electron pair to carbon. Oxygen is donating the electron pair. Oxygen has two lone pairs of electron. One of the electron pair of oxygen is donated to, what is that? Carbon. So here oxygen is losing one electron pair, so it will have a positive charge. So how do we call this species? Protonated alcohol. Protonated alcohol. So we can call this species as protonated alcohol. What is step 2? Nucleophilic attack of water on carbocation. First step, I have added, what is that? Hydronium ion, protonation of alkene. I got the product as carbocation, where carbon is electron deficient, it is having positive charge. So it needs electron pair, it is electron deficient. So it needs electron pair. So who is giving a electron pair to carbocation? Water. Oxygen in water has two lone pairs of electron. So one of the lone pair of electron is given to carbon, which is electron deficient. So what is the product I am getting in the second step? I am getting protonated alcohol. Alcohol is protonated. We are adding hydrogen. Protonated alcohol. Next step, step 3. Deprotonation. Deprotonation to form deprotonation to form alcohol. So listen here, we are going to deprotonate. What is deprotonation? Removal of hydrogen as a proton. Removal of H plus as a proton. So what is deprotonation? Removal of H plus as a proton. So write the product in the second step as the reactant of the third step. What you will write? Carbon, hydrogen, okay. Again carbon. So you will have oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. This oxygen is positive because it has got only one lone pair of electron. What I am going to do in the next step, again it is reversible. So I am going to remove this hydrogen as proton. So add water. To this you add water. So already you know that oxygen is, what is that, electron rich. So what is going to have? So this hydrogen will be joined with oxygen. As a result, what will happen? This bond will be shifted towards oxygen. So what is that you will be getting? Carbon, hydrogen, again single bond, carbon. So you will be getting a compound like this, OH, where oxygen will have two lone pairs of electron. So what is the product we are getting here? As the resultant product is alcohol. So we have prepared alkene. What is that? Alcohol from alkene. So step 3, once again I will take. So what is step 3? Deprotonation. What is deprotonation? Removal of proton. Here I am going to remove H plus as a proton. So what is the reactant I have written here? Protonated alcohol, which is obtained as a product in the second step. I have written that as a reactant for the third step. So I am adding water. So oxygen is having two lone pairs of electron. So from protonated alcohol, hydrogen is removed. Hydrogen is removed and is bonded with oxygen of water. And this bond between oxygen and hydrogen is shifted towards oxygen. As a result, what you will get? Alcohol with the liberation of H3O plus hydronium ion. So in the first step, I have added hydronium ion, I have added proton, protonation. In the last step, what I have done? Deprotonation, I have removed hydrogen. In the first step, I have added hydrogen. In the last step, I have removed hydrogen. So this is the mechanism involved in the hydration of alkenes. So I have given 3 steps. What is step 1? What is step 1? Protonation of alkene. I have added hydronium ion to alkene. I got protonated, what is that? Alkene. So this protonated alkene, once again, when it is, what is that? Added with nucleophile. What is the nucleophile here? Water. And what is the product I am getting here in the second step? I am getting, what is that? Protonated alcohol. What is the last step? Deprotonation. I am going to remove hydrogen from the protonated alcohol. So what is that I am adding? Once again I am adding water here, so that hydrogen from protonated alcohol is removed and the bond between oxygen and hydrogen is shifted towards oxygen. Therefore you are getting the final product as alcohol with the liberation of hydronium ion. In the first step I have added H plus as a proton. In the last step I have deprotonated, I have removed H plus as a proton. So these are the various steps involved in mechanism. Already you are in 12th standard, I told about the mechanism. Already we have seen 2 mechanisms in the first lesson. So this is the third mechanism. Mechanism usually they will be asking in the board exam for 3 marks. Because there are 3 steps totally. Each step carries 1 mark. So there are 3 marks for this. What is that? Mechanism. So nearly 5 to 6 mechanisms are there in organic chemistry. Definitely 1 mechanism will be asked in the board. So readily you can get 3 marks. Okay. If you like this video, you please click the subscribe button and you will get the latest updates of our online lessons. Thank you, children.